Hello again once more. Bleh. Hello again, Star Wars and Unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba. We got more Disney Star Wars crossover. So excited to be able to share with you these. We got what is essentially the series from the 30th anniversary of Star Wars, which is partially that and partially kind of like among the first series. So let me see, I think I might have two here. Okay, we're looking at, they all came out in 2007. Or actually, one in 2007, one in 2009. So I kind of got, I'll go through them. The 2007 ones, that's pretty straight out. Let's see, we'll start over here. We got Darth Goofy. This is a 2007, okay? We got Stitch as Emperor Palpatine, another 2007. We've got, I'm gonna put this one off to the side for a minute. We've got Donald Duck as Han Solo, also 2007. We got the Princess Leia, Minnie Mouse as Princess Leia, and you can see these two have the 30th anniversary logo on there. We've got the Mickey Mouse as Luke Skywalker, Farm Boy Luke Skywalker, and I just put in, because I was running out of spaces, I decided we'll add to this Minnie Mouse from 2009. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I actually am going to hold off on this one. We will do this one in a later episode. Reason being is that I have other Series 3 ones that I want to share. These are all 2007, so let's stick to the theme. All right. Okay, so, again, a brilliant move on Disney's part, okay? To see the Disney characters costuming or cosplaying as their favorite Star Wars characters, I think is awesome. I think it's great, and it tied in beautifully to the Star Wars weekends that they did back in the day. I do recognize now that they own the brand that it's important to work on character integrity and make sure that they are not being misused, and I don't think they are. I think these are fine, but they have decided to, there's not as much of this going on anymore, so it's enjoyable to have them now. These figures are partially articulated. As I mentioned in previous episodes, they do not actually fully articulate. They're kind of a cross, in my opinion, between Star Wars figures and Smurfs. You can remember Smurfs. Anybody remember Smurfs? I mean, I know the movies that come out and everything, but they were based way back when on little tiny plastic figurines. They didn't move. They had no movement whatsoever. They were just kind of little statuettes. So that was pretty cool. So we got Luke as Mickey, who his head spins, his arms move. Really, really cool figure. Great for posable, for not really good for it's very specific kind of displays, but just to kind of line them up is a really, really cool figure. So let's kind of line him up there. Good. So we got to give Minnie his compadre in that of Minnie Mouse. Although when you think about it, Mickey and Minnie, Luke and Leia. Mickey and Minnie aren't brother and sister, are they? Ugh, I don't know. That's kind of a scary thought when you think about it. What I love best about this, although the thing I do love best about this I just lost. Oh, so I might have to. Oh no! No! Uh-oh. Okay, well, what I did love about Minnie Mouse was that they actually included with her not just any weapon, but they included her actual stun blaster. But I'm looking around here and I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. Nothing but good prepped entertainment here on Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show. One complaint I will put forward here on the figures is that they don't always hold their weapons well. The figures, they are, they're in a non, the hands don't, the grip isn't really strong, so if you don't position the weapon just right, it won't work. I like also how Minnie's kind of posed where she can kind of wave, say, hi. I'm not quite sure how that works, but it's really cool. I like her. Her look is very different than for Minnie Mouse. So again, we'll insert pictures here. But put her there with her buddy, with her bud. All right, and while we're at it, we might as well get a good old Han Solo into the mix here. Of course, that would make Han Solo, who is Han Solo who is actually Leia's husband, is played by Donald Duck. Oh God, this is messing with my head. All right, never mind. We won't go there. It was hard enough as kids to go there when we found out Luke and Leia were brother and sister. We were like, well, that's something. We remember when, because you remember when that happened in the movie, right? Return of the Jedi, towards the end. Leia, well, not the end, but like middle towards the end. Luke figures this out, and everybody's like, that's how they're gonna solve the love triangle. Luke and Leia, they're brother and sister, so Leia will end up with Han. Ew. And I think about all the times that Luke and Leia kissed, and ew, it's kind of weird. But anyway, even John Williams thought that was weird because he wrote that beautiful Luke and Leia theme, which was meant to be a romantic theme, and it turned out to be brother and sister. So there you go. And again, cool weaponry. Han comes with his blaster. So really cool. And I think the funniest thing about the Donald Duck figure is the hair. Oh my God, the hair is hysterical. I can't even say anything more about it. It's just absolutely hysterical. So there you go. He's got a little tail sticking out. So good for Donald. That's the only Donald I could do. All right, so you got all your good guys here. Well, you got to get the bad guys in, right? You got to get your villains. So Darth Goofy. All right. Now the funny thing about Darth Goofy is that in the parks, when they had Goofy dressed in the parks to dress like Darth Goofy during Star Wars weekends, for some reason he had the helmet without the mask, so you see his face. And he was always wearing like boxer shorts with hearts on them. I didn't quite get that. I guess maybe they thought, you know, even with just the like, when I look at this figure like this, you never saw Goofy look like this. Even with the goofy face, he does kind of look menacing. He looks kind of scary. I mean, it's an imposing figure. It's all dark. He's very tall. So it's really a challenge to imagine what it might be like to kind of, you know, be a little kid and look up and see with everything that, again, even from the neck down, look just like Darth Vader. I mean, even with the helmet from the back, with the helmet, you know, even from the back, you know, you're going to deal with that. So that could be very scary. So I guess they put the shorts on to make them a little less threatening. Now, as I mentioned, there is a little bit of an issue with the holding of the weaponry. It just feels as though this is just something that is just not quite there. He's really not holding it at all. There might be one way, but nope, he does not want to hold it. All right, Vader, Darth Goofy. And the other thing about Darth Goofy is that he, his whole like way, he's like the Pope. He's standing like this. So I'm not 100% into the way Goofy is, but you know what? It's okay. We'll go with it. And then the Emperor of the Universe. The Emperor of the Universe. Stitch. Now, I've mentioned in the past, we have an affinity for Stitch in this household. It was just something that our daughter really connected with this character. Ooh, no, his arm came off. Sorry, there, Stitch. There we go. And we just loved to see Stitch dressed as Star Wars characters. Now you got my daughter's favorite character. You got my favorite franchise, the Star Wars franchise. Mash them together, and it's just gold for the Darth Tuba household. So, Stitch as the Emperor. I know we already showed you a Stitch as General Grievous. So I like that they've kind of switched them up too. So very cool. All right, so Luke, as Mickey is Luke, Minnie is Leia, Donald is Han, Goofy is Darth Vader. I swear they only gave Goofy Darth Vader simply because he was tall. That was his real. And I just realized I thought I was looking at Darth Vader's lightsaber, but I can tell by the hilt that this is actually Palpatine's lightsaber, which I think is pretty cool. Except there's one little problem. I don't think. Oh, wow. I would have never thought that Stitch would have been able to hold a lightsaber. Because the way his hands are bent, it was even less likely to happen, but apparently it did. So maybe it's because, maybe Stitch did, I'm putting in a theory here, fan theory. Stitch doesn't want Vader to hold his lightsaber because he thinks that Vader's going to take him out. Because Sith are paranoid like that. Anyway, I don't know. That could be it. So, you know, a great series of figures again. I love these figures. I love taking them out of the package. I just think that, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I mean, I'm looking into different options on how to display them. Right now I just have them up on a shelf. But I'm going to look into a way to put them all together. At least, maybe I'll separate the Star Tours figures with the Disney crossover figures. But I'll figure something out. Really, really, really cool. Love having them out, just seeing them. Not the best in terms of holding weapons, but the displayability factor is really cool. They do stand pretty easily, and again, you know, don't fiddle around with them too much. Arms come off easy. Things, you know, again, they're very simple put together figure. So really a lot of fun. We have, I probably say 1, 2, I think I have 3 more episodes coming up in the future where we will do some more of these unboxings. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out all my other videos. Okay, on YouTube. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter. Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing page on Facebook. At Darth Tuba on Instagram and Twitter. And DarthTuba77 Gmail, or DarthTuba77 at gmail.com if you have any email questions. Or leave a comment below and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back soon with another episode. Until then, may the Force be with you.